Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video like up. As the summer heat blazes through Genoa City, so do the tensions in the halls of Newman Enterprises and beyond. August 11th brings a whirlwind of drama, unexpected alliances, and emotional confrontations that will leave fans breathless. At the heart of it all is one man's desperate plea for aid, Jack Abbott turning to none other than Victoria Newman, Jack Abbott's urgent mission, a plea for Victoria. Jack Abbott, the ever-resilient businessman who's seen the highs and lows of corporate warfare, is facing a crisis that even he can't tackle alone. Known for his pride and independence, Jack rarely asks for help, but when he does, you know the stakes are sky high. The news: Jack has a looming threat against his family and legacy, a ruthless new player in the business arena whose shadow stretches dangerously close to Newman Enterprises. With his back against the wall, Jack realizes he needs an ally with both business acumen and intimate knowledge of the Newman's inner workings. Who better than Victoria Newman, the brilliant, sharp, and no-nonsense CEO who commands respect? Victoria stands at the crossroads of power and family loyalty. Despite their complicated past, Jack knows Victoria's insight could be the difference between victory and utter disaster. But will Victoria be willing to set aside old wounds and past betrayals to aid Jack? And what does she stand to gain or lose by answering his call? The complicated history between Jack and Victoria. Before diving into the current predicament, it's essential to revisit the complex relationship between Jack and Victoria. For years, they've danced around a mixture of rivalry, reluctant respect, and personal history. Their rivalry stems from business battles, family allegiances, and deep-seated wounds. Victoria's loyalty to her father, Victor Newman, has often put her at odds with Jack, whose rivalry with Victor is legendary. Yet, beneath their corporate clashes lies an unspoken bond forged through shared experiences of family drama, heartbreak, and the constant fight for survival in Genoa City's cutthroat world. Jack's decision to seek out Victoria's help is not just a business move, it's a risk emotionally and strategically. Will old grudges resurface? Or will they channel their combined strengths for a common goal? The new threat, a shadow looming over Newman Enterprises. The tension escalates with the introduction of a new antagonist, a cunning and manipulative figure from outside Genoa City who has quietly amassed power and influence. This shadowy business magnate has set sights on Newman Enterprises, aiming to dismantle Victor's empire piece by piece. Their methods are ruthless, using underhanded tactics, corporate espionage, and personal blackmail to destabilize the company. Several insiders at Newman have begun to feel the heat, and trust is eroding fast. Jack's intel reveals that this threat is far more dangerous than anyone anticipated. Even Victor is momentarily shaken, but he is currently tied up with other family matters, making Victoria and Jack the logical duo to confront this menace. The meeting: Jack and Victoria reunite in a tense, private meeting. Jack approaches Victoria with a proposal, a truce, a partnership, a chance to protect both their families' legacies. The atmosphere crackles with a mixture of residual anger and cautious hope. Victoria, initially skeptical, demands to know what Jack has on the table. Jack reveals detailed information he's uncovered about the threat's tactics, their allies, and potential weaknesses. He lays it all bare: no ego, no games. Victoria's calculating mind immediately starts strategizing, but there's also a flicker of something deeper, a rekindling of trust and respect. This is more than business, it's survival. Unexpected allies, Kyle and Summer, step in. Meanwhile, Jack's children, Kyle Abbott and Summer Newman, find themselves caught in the crossfire. As they witness their father's struggle and alliance with Victoria, their own feelings about family loyalty, corporate warfare, and their complicated relationships come into sharper focus. Kyle, ever the idealist, wants peace and stability, but also recognizes the necessity of strategic moves. Summer, fiery and passionate, is ready to fight for her family's honor and stands ready to back her father and Victoria. Together, the younger generation begins to play a pivotal role, proving that the Abbott-Newman rivalry is evolving from a bitter feud to a united front against a common enemy. Corporate intrigue and emotional battles. As Jack and Victoria pool their resources, they face internal sabotage attempts, boardroom betrayals, and media scandals designed to shake Newman Enterprises' foundation. Victoria must navigate her relationship with her father, who is wary of trusting Jack fully. Even in this alliance, Jack, on the other hand, confronts painful memories from past betrayals and the possibility that Victoria's allegiance could shift at any moment. Both characters are forced to balance personal emotions with business pragmatism. Meanwhile, whispers in the hallways hint at a mole within Newman Enterprises, someone feeding information to their enemies. This revelation threatens to shatter the fragile alliance and adds a new layer of tension, emotional highs, family, forgiveness, and fierce loyalty. The looming threat forces Jack and Victoria to confront unresolved personal issues. Conversations become more candid and heartfelt, revealing vulnerabilities beneath their tough exteriors. Jack admits his fears about losing his family's legacy and the loneliness of leadership. Victoria opens up about the pressures of living up to the Newman name and the sacrifices she's made. This emotional depth strengthens their alliance and hints at potential reconciliation, not just as business partners but as family. The possibility of old wounds healing while a new legacy is forged adds a compelling emotional layer. Meanwhile, Nikki's concern and Victor's silence in the background. Nikki Newman watches the brewing storm with worry. She senses the shifting dynamics between her family and the Abbotts and fears for the future. Victor, ever the patriarch, remains unusually silent and focused on other personal matters, leaving the younger generation and Jack-Victoria duo to take charge. His absence is both a strategic gap and a source of tension. Will Victor step back in time to save his empire? Or is this the moment the torch passes to the next generation? The stakes rise. A bold plan emerges. Jack and Victoria devise a daring plan to expose their enemies, a combination of corporate maneuvering, legal action, and strategic leaks designed to corner the antagonist. This plan involves calculated risks. Jack must trust Victoria with sensitive information. Victoria must balance loyalty to her father with the alliance, and both must convince their teams to follow through despite the dangers. The tension mounts as each move risks backfiring, but the promise of victory and survival drives them forward. Cliffhanger ending. An unexpected twist. Just as Jack and Victoria prepare to launch their plan, an unexpected betrayal rocks the alliance. The mole's identity is revealed in a shocking twist that no one saw coming, a trusted insider with deep ties to both Newman and Abbott families. This revelation threatens to undo all progress and leave Jack and Victoria vulnerable to devastating losses. The screen fades to black with questions hanging. Who is the mole? Can Jack and Victoria salvage their fragile alliance? What will be the fallout for Newman Enterprises? August 11's episodes of The Young and the Restless promise a gripping blend of business intrigue, family drama, and emotional reckoning. Jack Abbott seeking Victoria Newman's help is more than just a plot twist, it's a turning point for Genoa City's most powerful families. Fans will be on the edge of their seats as alliances shift, secrets unravel, and the fight for survival intensifies. As Jack and Victoria step into the fray together, one thing is certain: no one in Genoa City is safe, and every move could be the difference between downfall and triumph.